Tales of Arise, and we are going to finally beat this new boss that I'm fighting along the way. I'm just making sure that you guys can hear me okay, and I have to do the audio balance 1 second here. Bam. Bam. Bear with me. It's always a little tricky when you first start up here. Here we go. Where is it? Am I live? Yes, I am. Okay, there I am. Bam. Hey, I've got a couple viewers in there. Hello. How are you? Bear with me. It's always a little tricky. Okay, sounds all right. All right, here we go. So welcome to part 2 of Tales of Arise. I've been having a great time with this game. I played a little bit more yesterday, got past the first boss that I got to. I streamed it for 3 hours. That might be one of my records, actually. No, wait, I streamed all of the Avengers game. The Black Panther one. And that was fun. I'm having myself some tea. Oh, let me tell people that I'm doing this. Here we go. All right. Part 2. Okay, here we go. All right. We're live. Oh, turn that down. We're paused. That's why there's no action on the screen. Okay, cool.
Target, at least.
I've met this.
Don't underestimate its speed.
Actually, what's her name? What's her name again? I've got Shion, and I've got this spellcaster, this magician here. Okay. Okay. So we are battling these Arctic wolves. I'm loving all the particle effects with the snow. I forget everybody's names. I've met a whole bunch of people. But boy, it's fun to play. All right, here we go.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart.
All right, here we go. All right.
Where are you going?
That gun of yours is real handy.
Oh, Shion and
It takes a true
Rinwell is a mage. Okay, and she's great. Coco, good to see you, Alpha Cat. Hello. Oh, I died. Ooh. I don't have enough life models, and that's it's been a problem for me. Okay, bring me back from Death's Abyss. Thank you, Shion. All right, here we go.
Do they not teach you to say thank you?
And so, I've been getting a better feel for pulling off some of the special attacks with the different characters. You can see the little meters rising on my character portraits on the left corner there. And then I can pull off some attacks. And sometimes, based on combos that I'm able to pull off, I'm able to do like a flourishing, awesome finishing attack, which is really fun. I don't quite know how to do that every time, though. I'm not a pro at this. I'm trying to follow the guidance of Goku. Minty Fan is here. Good to see you. And Coco is here. And Alpha Cat is here. Come on, bring me back to life, Shion. So, the cure points keep going down. Watch out. And this is he's a pretty ferocious beast. So you have to keep... There we go. Oh, yes. All right, let's see if we... Here we go.
Demon Plant! You're mine! It's over! Here I come!
Here's a healing archer. Lightning condensed. Where are you going?
Got a new rifle. There we go.
I'm only getting close.
You picked the wrong fight!
Yes!
I can't heal you forever.
Every time he gets me, though, it's a big chunk. He can knock me out with one good hit, or he can drop a bunch of ice bombs on me, and I'm done. All right. There we go. Watch this. Like superhero movie, man. That was amazing. I love it.
It's over! You're mine! It's changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do. Here, stay focused.
More sequels?
Keep calm and take them down.
So much good chaos. It's a lot of fun. Okay, let's heal myself so I don't have to use cure points. Okay, and then I'm gonna give, I'm gonna drop, oh, I can't do anything yet.
Let's get you off this one's mine.
Snipe! I gotta give some orange gel into our cure points to boost those up because we're about to get hammered! Alright, here we go. A little more orange gel. Get that up there, because if any of us... Uh-oh. Did I get him at all? No, I don't think I did. I'm going to give myself a little apple gel, but it looks like he's about to get me. Alright, there we go. Okay. Whew!
You're mine! Stay away from my friend! You're mine! Slash! Swallow blade! Slash! Now,
Nice.
while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Yes!
Strike! You're mine!
Okay, I'm going to give Shion a little bit of more orange gel. Watch out, watch out! Get these guys.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
Get him. There we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. She's got enough to basically bring me to life once. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... Did she do it already? Did she use it? No. Oh, no.
Not done yet.
Okay. So we need her. Let's bring her back to life right now. Shion, come on back.
Don't mind if I do.
Let's go. Quite a bit of strategy, and there's a lot of action all happening at the same time. It's really impressive, and the thing that I keep coming back to with this game is, you know, because there's a lot of grinding in every JRPG, and if you make the combat super fun like this, the grinding is awesome. Like, you really want to get into the battles. It's quite shocking how, you know, like oftentimes I play these games and I just want to kind of see the game. I want to get somewhere in the game. So I skip some of the battles after a while, you know? Like, I level up enough so that I've got enough power, but then I don't want to get into every fight. And that's pretty much true in Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, everything. This one, man, you have no compunction. It's like a lot of fun. It just looks incredible. It feels good. It's a great game. Whoa! Whoa, no! And she doesn't have... I don't have anything else. No, I can only heal these two. So let's heal you. So I'm out of the battle. I can't play, but I have apple gels that I can heal my team with.
I can feel the medicine working.
So I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. I don't think that Shion has enough. She can only heal. Okay. Let's see. Nope, they're both okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Let me heal Shion. Alright, here we go. Watch out! Watch out! Oh man! Shion, don't die! Get him! Right in the orange dot! Get him! Go team! They're okay. They're alright.
I don't feel so well. Really? You still?
Oh no. Oh, Rinwell's down.
Look, plenty.
But I gotta heal Shion. I think we're gonna have to do this again, guys!
I can still put up a fight.
Get him! He's so close! Shoot him! You got a gun! Shoot him! Shoot him! Oh no! Last one. You're so close! Get him! Get him! Get that meter going just a little bit! Oh my god, go! Get out of the way, Shion! Oh my god! He's out. Oh god, that was so close! You used all your items to beat him, Goku. Okay, yeah, that's where I got to as well. I wish I had picked up another life bottle, but I didn't have enough Gald to be able to do that. I just need like one extra life bottle, I feel. Alright, let's see what we do. Let's try it one more time. Here we go.
Out of our way!
Okay.
It's a big target, at least. Don't underestimate its speed.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's a good year, man. Good year for games. We've had a lot of good ones. This is another one. Still working on my top 10 of 2021. I think this is in that. It's really fun. And I'm as shocked as you. I would not have chosen Tales of Arise as something I would love as much as I do at the beginning of the year. And Bandai Namco did a great job with Scarlet Nexus too. That was a great game. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hi, Pearl. Come on, come on! Nice. How's my health? Everybody's okay. Get him. Okay. I do wish I had some more magical attacks, like I could just pull off some magic, but I can't really. Alright, got you. Alright, there we go. Shoot him! Oh, this guy is tough. Trying to do your tap 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 combo thing, Goku. Trying. 1, 2, 3. I keep using it up though. There's one of them. Okay, there we go. Go!
Sleep now. Here's a
Oh,
healing
damn it.
you all tucked away. Not in your dreams.
Give myself. Oh, that was a waste. Oh well. I gotta give. Put some orange gel in the cure points. Somebody's dead? No. Okay, good. Yes! Here we go! Yes! Oh.
They're not playing around.
It's gonna attack!
Watch out! Oh no! Oh no! Thank you, Shion. I'm gonna put another piece of orange into the. There we go. Oh no!
I never miss.
Wake me up!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. This'll come in handy. Resuscitation.
Wake me up! There's a lot going on, right? Love it. Yeah, these guys are a pain in the ass. We gotta get these guys. Oh man. Thank you, Shion. Oh yes.
I'm out of ammo.
It's over!
Severing wing! Photon separation! It's in the sky! Come on! This one's mine!
You're mine!
Get on in there with the others! They're not playing around! Banana, let's go!
I'm not done! Is this it?
Watch out! Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna use my life bottle on Shion.
Dance in the wind! Close one! I'll bring you back from death to this!
Okay. Give me! Bring me back! Okay, it's just the two of us.
I'll bring you back from death to this! I can't heal you forever! I still got this one by the power!
Oh man, we're gonna die again. Watch out, buddy!
Stay away from my friend!
Bloody hunky wolves, those little ones. Okay. Watch out, watch out. Okay, we need some health. Apple gel. Me. Orange gel.
I'm gonna need more of that medicine.
Orange gel. Get that in there. There we go.
I'll bring you back from
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
You're mine! It's over! Swallow blade!
Ooh, press on every button.
Be still!
Oh no. Whoa, how did I become her? I don't even know how I'm her now, but I'm her. Okay. Apple gel.
I don't feel so well.
Oh no.
You still look
I'm done.
pretty Renan. Thank you.
I'm so done. How do I change it? What do I do?
I can still put up with
I was frantically pressing buttons so fast. Okay, now I'm her. Okay.
in here.
Watch out, watch out.
Be saving this
Get out of the way.
photon blast.
Oh, I'm so doomed.
Here goes. Not in your dreams.
I don't even know who I'm controlling. What am I controlling? Oh, I'm just on the camera right now. Okay, I got it.
This one.
Okay.
All right. It's
Watch out.
sleep now. I'm
That's
sorry.
it. Ah. Hold L1 and the D-pad to change character. Thank you, Goku. I haven't done that yet. Okay, that was intense. I'm starting to get a better feel for this. This is about my fourth time. I really wish I had just one more life
Come one, come out of
bottle,
my
but we're gonna
It's
do
a
this.
big target at least. Don't
Watch out!
I'm not. Try harder. I'm not. Now.
By the hey, one at a time. Your power is a spectacle to behold. I'm not trying to be dramatic with it. Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
Swallow blade. Try this. We turn the tables on.
So good, man. It's so good. It's just insane. I rarely play a JRPG where I'm like sweating when I'm playing the game. It's so good.
You're mine. Try this.
Here's a hero.
Swallow blade. Slash.
All right, we got the wolves. Little guys. Watch out, man. I avoided it. Awesome. Shoot him.
You're finished.
I'm only getting
Swallow blade.
Oh. I haven't played as any of the other characters, so I don't want to switch to them. I've only played as Alphonse or whatever his name is. Ah!
I'm out of ammo. Back into the fray. Here goes raging cascade.
Oh, he totally kicked me.
You're mine.
Here goes
Not today.
Get you. Yes.
Not done. Try this.
Yes.
You're finished.
God, he's really tough.
It's over. Take this.
That move.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Okay.
Swallow blade. You're mine. Now, while it's reeling.
Take it down.
Swallow blade. Slash. Try this.
Sighted. I'm only getting
Demon fang.
Hear me in here. Fury. Get on in there with the others. Don't mind if I do. Hard magic.
It's over.
Sleep now.
Take this.
You all touch
Halfway.
lightning reload. Now hear me. Fury. Burning.
Put a little of this into the cure points.
This should do it. Take this.
Now.
I'm not down.
Yes!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Raging
Nice.
Here I come. It's over. Slash. Try this. Changing tactics.
There's no telling what it'll do.
Get him!
Stay focused.
Yeah, baby.
Demon fang. More Suko?
Keep cool and take them down.
It's over. Take this.
By the power of love. They're not
Of course,
playing
these little
around.
scumbag wolves come out.
Here I come. You're finished. Try harder. Take this.
It's about to strike.
Slash. Look sharp, everyone.
Oh no! Totally done. All right, life bottle. Whoo! Go!
Get on in there with the others. Resuscitation. Air thrust. I can do this. Reload in your dreams. Hear me. Flame of the heart. Take it away.
Here I come. You're finished.
Here's the healing art. I'm ready.
Here I come. It's
There
over.
was mine.
You paid for that. I'm not done.
I'll
Try
bring you
this.
back from death to
Infernal current.
Nice.
Struck.
Watch out, watch out, watch
Still
out.
got some fight left in me.
This medicine works.
Struck. Slash. Severing wind. Swallow blade.
I'm out of ammo.
Infernal current.
Watch out!
Can't let
Oh, he got me. Bring me back to life. I got like one left.
Here I come. You're finished.
And I have no life. I can't die again.
It's over.
Oh no!
I'm gonna need more of that medicine.
This one's mine.
Try this!
Light astral raging cascade!
Here I come! No escape!
Fred, here's a healing expert coming from I can't
Did
hold
you
on
just
much
heal me?
longer!
Yes, I need you, remember?
It's weakened!
It's over! This ends now!
Get him!
Sleep now!
Try this!
Get on it! I'm almost impressed!
My friend is coming from me.
Get him! We're so close! He didn't call out more wolves, did he? No. Watch out.
You're mine!
Oh,
Stay away from my
Woo!
friends!
oh no! No! Oh, he did a spastic thing. Oh my god. Okay, all your boost assist or situational Shiones is best used for the aerial enemies. Vic, a major tip. Use Rinwell's boost assist when you see the enemy casting a spell. She will cancel it out. Okay, that's great to know. Okay, Goku with the help. Alright, I'm trying this again. I get so damn close.
Our way!
It's a big target at least.
It's like we have to get these little guys out of the way, though, first.
These ones can run rings around us.
So when he's about to
I'm out of ammo. Dreams.
You're mine!
cast, wow, that's a lot to keep track of. There's a lot going on.
Demon Fang!
This will come in handy.
Here I try harder! Swallow Blade! Inferno Torrent!
Burn these guys. There we go. Shoot him. There we go. Let's shoot this guy. Alright. So now, use Rinwell's just as he's about to... Okay, gotcha.
It's over! Burn in hell!
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Here we go.
Try this! Inferno Torrent! Think you can attack! It's too much!
Wow. Alright.
Here I come! I'm not done! Okay, here I go! It's over!
Is she helping me? Yeah.
No escape!
Okay.
Here I come!
Gotcha.
Try this! Inferno Torrent! Not today!
Nice.
You're finished! Take this! Inferno Torrent!
It's weakened.
This ends now!
Feel.
No escape!
Get on it there.
Here I come!
Alright.
Try this!
Here, let me
It's
help.
over!
Feel.
Here I come!
Give me first aid.
Did you just heal me? Yes, I need you, remember?
I love that they chat to each other as they're going. So just before he's about to cast, there we go.
It's over!
Oh, he just jumped.
I'm not done!
Yes.
Consider yourself Demon Fang!
So he's gonna wake up and call his pals.
Here I come! Eat dirt!
Getting stronger.
It's switching up again! Watch out! Front! More sequels?
Keep calm and take them down. There. Sleep now. Back into the fray.
Okay, watch out, Rimwell. Oh. Oh no.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
All right.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Oh man.
Content.
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone! Try my kiss on!
Seal.
You're mine! Not today! Swallow blade! Infernal turret!
All right.
Here I come!
They're not playing around.
Watch out. Oh. All right. Let's put some oranges into the thing.
This should do it!
Okay. Oh.
Here's a healing arc.
Get up.
More where that came from.
I'm not sure how we get out of this one.
Get up.
This might be the end.
No, never. Stay strong.
Gemini Aqua. By the power of water.
Try this!
I'll bring you back from dense abyss. I'll bring you back from dense abyss.
Okay, just before he's about to attack.
That's gonna fly. Here, let me help.
Gotcha.
I can't hold on much longer than red.
So when he jumps up, then I need to shoot with this. Yeah, I gotcha.
This one's mine. Got it.
It's over!
Now we're down.
All right.
One more. Mega red.
Oh man.
Dance in the wind.
I need to put some oranges in there.
More for the sun.
Okay, come on. Get down on the ground. All right. Get in there.
More where that came from.
And, oh no. Is she down? She's down.
Here goes.
I hope this medicine.
All right. And
Don't mind if I do. Here's a healing arc. Dance in the wind. In here.
thank you. And then we need more oranges in there. All right, here we go.
Ignite! Infernal turret!
Oh, come on. We're all alive. We're at the last chunk here. Watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
You're mine.
Woo.
In the wind.
Try harder!
Watch out, watch out.
We're gonna get you all out of the way. Here goes. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Where are you going?
Oh no, is he calling more people?
They're not playing around and getting started. Go get him. Reload. Lightning condemned.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh no.
I'm all sucked up. I'm by the power of water.
Wake me up.
Back from dense abyss.
No.
Dense abyss.
Wake me up.
Resuscitation.
Whew.
Not done yet!
Burning strike.
Okay, we're okay. Oh, this is close, guys. Oh, shit. All right. Come on. Watch out. Oh, everybody's alive. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Yes. Yes. Got him. Woo. That was dope. Oh my god, this game is awesome. Wow. Good god, I need a drink. That was so fun. Oh man, that was 6 times I fought that thing. Wow. Oh god, that was awesome. What a game. I am sweating. That was so freaking fun, and I didn't even switch characters because I was nervous about it, but God, there's a lot in this game. This is great.
What do you notice now?
It smells like
Wow.
this is...
All these Zeugles. They're dead. What happened here?
You would have seen me in stunned silence, Goku. I was concentrating with everything that I could. Oh my god, this is a great game. You could hear me breathing hard. Oh man, I mean, I honestly forget that I'm streaming when I'm not into it. That was great.
One person did all of this?
Yeah, this is a magical release. Who would have pegged this? It's so good, you guys. So good. Actually, I can tell you, I have my Apple Watch. What is my heart rate? How do I even check
Who
that
was
out?
that
Oh, there it
guy?
is. Is that it? Yeah, my heart
He
rate.
could have been the Lord we're looking for? Ganabelt?
It
I
went
doubt
up.
our Lord would deign to roam around a
I'm
place
at
like this
72
alone.
beats per minute.
Besides, what business would a Renan have with killing
I
Zeugles?
can't really read. I went up to 90 over the last little while, so I got into it.
Look at this. He took them out with a single slice. This guy's no amateur. You okay?
Yeah.
We should get
Oh,
going.
man.
Zephyr needs us.
Right, they lost Zephyr. Zephyr found a pal.
Wasn't messing around.
I don't want to spoil too much,
If
but
he's not a lord, what is he?
I'm pretty
no
deep into
idea.
this. Goku, how many
I've never
hours am
seen
I in, do you
anybody
think?
like
I
it.
have no
Well,
idea.
he definitely doesn't seem to be a...
I'm around 5 hours in. How many hours have you put in? Have you beat the game? 30 hours. Okay.
There
Yeah,
it
this
is.
is absolutely
Sisloden.
gorgeous.
What's with those beams of light? They don't strike me as your everyday
You're near the
streetlights.
end. Okay, cool.
They're kind of the key to this whole realm. You'll see what I mean when we get there.
What's on your mind?
First, Rinwell appears out of nowhere, right after we beat Balsef. Then, we bump into Zephyr's son, who's with the enemy. Somehow, we get away scot-free because the Snake Eyes don't even bother
Nakamura,
chasing
Game
after
Pass
us.
has changed that
Is it
whole
really a
pricing model big
coincidence?
time, hasn't it?
You think it was a trap?
What? But I would never...
If not for the whole Astral Arts episode, I'd be worried. But no, she's not behind this. Perhaps an
Don't need
unwitting
Ring Fit.
pawn
This
in
game is
someone
enough
else's
workout.
plan.
You guys could hear me breathing heavy as I'm trying to beat that boss.
Maybe. All I know
love
is
it.
it all slots together a little too nicely for my liking.
Well,
Not that dwelling
I
on
know,
will
but
get us anywhere.
$79.99 is a lot of dough. It's always been a lot of dough, but everything is different
so how
now.
do we get inside?
What?
Well, we can't just march into the Viper's nest.
Game Pass
through
is
the
all
front
over
door,
PC
surely.
though, right? So you can get all the Xbox stuff
There's a
on
secret
PC
passage
for
near
your
spring on the outskirts
your
of
monthly
the city.
fee.
We can get in
You don't
through
need an
there.
Xbox, which is insane.
I hate camping out.
All right. Well, we are going to camp out. It's a big part of the game. I'm sorry there, Shion. Oh, that's awesome, Goku. That's some real talk right there. That's like pulling a cold pillow up
Why
on the
are you
bed.
looking at me like that?
All right, so
those mage
I have
clothes?
downloadable content. They sent me the, I think the extra, like the super duper version of the game. So let's see what I got. Nah, that's all right. And what is this? Oh my God! Look at all these things. I don't know. I don't know.
That you're wearing?
Okay.
So what if they are?
Let's cook. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's cook some of the vegetable soup. Actually, the porridge has been good.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Ninty fan. Pricing is all out of whack in games. I think games are too expensive in general.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
So I want to activate those packs, okay. You had a grilled mushroom dish last night, Coco says. I think that the pricing of games and the barriers to games have been keeping people that would play out of the club.
I think it's time we go to sleep.
And it's time for that to end, you know? It's time to make games more accessible to more people so less people are playing free-to-play games, which are just engineered to suck, you know, little bits of money out of you on a regular basis.
It's like my hands aren't responding.
Okay, so... I can get all of this stuff? Okay. So this will give you an idea of what's in the special edition of the game. Thank you, Bandai Namco, for sending me all of this stuff. This is really incredible. I don't know if I'll check all of it out, but it's pretty amazing. I've got like Regal swimsuits and stuff. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I have all of these things. Now I don't know oh, accept all on the list, okay. Now am I better as a character because I just got all of this DLC? Because that's not cool. Playing a single player game here.
It's because they're cold. Just a natural reaction.
Open up the skill panel right after, okay. So, menu. Okay, so this is going to open up a whole bunch of new things. A veteran samurai. So basically, all of this DLC, which I think was in the pre-order version or something, or I don't even know what the collection is. I have to look through my email. But all of that DLC is making me more kick-ass really quickly. So now I can blaze through the game a little bit quicker. And make sure I spend my SP. Okay. Did you do all of this stuff too, Goku? Did you get the special edition of the game? Or the pre-order edition? Okay, cool. So you did all of this, okay. And you're playing it on hard, okay. Gotcha. So am I now going to be more of a badass because I have all of these new emblems? I will once I spend the SP. Okay, cool. I sure like the immediacy of Twitch. Like I say it and then you reply right away. YouTube doesn't work like that. Okay. Oh man, look at all this SP. That's crazy. Okay, so so I could have blasted through the earlier parts of the game, I guess. Okay. Where's the samurai one? What's this one? Plasma shock? Straight-laced schoolboy. What's this one? Veteran Samurai. Yeah, we want that. Okay. What's this one again? The Iron Mask. Oh, this is the one that I've already used. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna have all of these abilities. Look at all the SP that I just got. Okay, so increased attack. What's this one? Foster AG. This one's the Emissary of Liberation title. And the completion bonus is 10% defense. And what completion bonus did I get? Attack plus 10. Cool, okay. Well, I'm gonna go for, no, I can't. I do want to complete another one. So why don't I just do one of these guys? Well, actually, what's this one? Okay. Okay. There we go. What's this one? Thorny Woman. Sure. Right on. Okay. This is great. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So I have 3. So I'll take this one. I have got a bunch of badasses on my team. All right. Okay. Yeah, that seems pretty handy. All right. Look at that. Okay. And I have 100,000 gas. I am way better now. I can buy a bunch of life bottles, so yeah, I shan't have any problems with the next boss, it looks like.
It's been stiff as a board for a while now.
You're right. I wonder what's up with it.
So the Howlies or the Owlies keep finding me little attributes. That's why I have glasses and bunny ears on Shion.
What happened?
I hate to say this, Renwell, but I lost Hootle. I didn't mean to scare him, but he took off.
Hootle? He's right next to you.
He is. All I see is snow.
Dan and owls conceal themselves when they feel threatened. I guess he's still not quite used to being around other people yet.
That would explain it. I should have been more careful with him. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm the only human he's comfortable with. Come here, Hootle.
Oh, you've got all your party wearing samurai outfits. Cool. Did I
He's just a little wary of
claim
you.
those?
I think he gets that you're going to be with
I'll
us for
check
a while,
those
though.
out in a bit here.
Step in
Okay,
the...
actually, we'll skip this. All right, let's get into the. I don't need to rest, right? Everybody's full health and good. Yeah. Okay. So we're done. I think. Oh, I guess I have to. Okay. Oh, we got new recipes and everything. Everything's awesome now. Everything's good. Just buy the DLC. You're good. All right. We're gonna make some curry buns. Damn right we are.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Coco, the Jays have 22 points, 22 runs. That's incredible.
I think it's time we go to sleep.
All right. That's amazing. What the hell's going on? I saw that somebody got a grand slam pretty early, so there's 5. And I just got another title. That's great. Okay. Another one. Another emblem. I'm the king of titles and emblems. Okay, let's see if I can get some life bottles here.
We've got lots to do.
Oh, and I can forge kick-ass weapons. Awesome. Let's see. The Grand Fang. The Gale Wind. I need razor tip feathers, and I don't... How do you get razor tip feathers? Oh, well. We'll take the ground Fang. Craft it and equip it. And... Can't do any of those, and I can't do any of those. Okay, that's fine. Let's sell some iron chunks. And we're going to sell the crude sword that I don't need anymore. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, and I have a rifle now. Oh, I don't have a rifle. Shion has a rifle. Okay. Oh, and we are going to buy some life bottles. Oh, there are only 600 here. And I own 5 of them already. What? Let's buy 10 of them. Why is it? Did I get some kind of skill or emblem that puts everything down in price? That must have happened. Like, life is better when you DLC it up, baby. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Let's create some accessories. I'm sure I can craft some awesome accessories now. What is this? Decreases damage taken from light and darkness elements, garnets. Oh, that seems important. Yeah. Okay. What is this? Penetration plus 30%. I've got my warrior emblem on. Okay, what's this? My attack. Oh, I see. My defensive. Okay. Gotcha. I can enhance things. I can enhance... Yes. Okay. Great. I got lots of that. I think I'm good. Onyx mail. Oh, better armor. Right on. Yes. 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 Okay. Sell the things that I don't need. I don't need this anymore. Goodbye. And I don't need... Who's got this? I've got that. And Shion's got that. And Shion's got both? Okay, so she doesn't need this though. Okay, that goes. And that goes. Okay. Alright. We're good. Okay. All right, here we go.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is. I think he's saying something's over there.
The person that they got to do the voiceover for the owl. Sure. Kind of phoned it in. I'm gonna be honest. Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! Oh, wow, look at this.
Do you sense one of your friends, Poodle?
What's going on?
Beautiful!
Why did the weather change all of a sudden?
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna talk to the owl.
Snow's gone, and it doesn't even feel cold anymore. Just what's going on?
What the hell? Okay, we went back. Alright, let's go talk to the owl. Then we're gonna leave and go to this magical land for a second. Okay, here we go.
Do you sense one of your friends, Poodle?
Oh, we're in the land of the
What
Hoodles.
is this place?
I see something big farther in. Is that a Zukum? No, an owl?
Hoodle doesn't seem too wary, so it's probably not hostile.
Let's go see what's up then. Stay sharp.
All right. Now they're going to talk to me. It's a king and queen owl. I love it. He's got a little mustache. What was that?
I don't get it. Why has it suddenly started giving us things?
Hoo-hoo! It's like they went around the development office and they got people. Well, not the office. Everybody worked from home on this, I'm sure.
I think it is.
We need you to
It's
do
the
an owl
we rescued
sound.
before.
Woohoo!
Then maybe that's what the gifts are all about. It's thanking us for saving its friend.
This one isn't just bigger than Hoodle, though. Something about it
Everybody
seems
on
almost
Zoom gave their best
regal.
owl
Don't
hoot
you think?
sound. That's what it kind of sounds like, Naka.
What if it was the king of the owls?
Would that make the other one the queen?
Yeah, we figured that
You
out.
think so?
Come on.
Yes, they're
Come on,
clearly
game.
a pair.
Is this some kind of owl sanctuary?
It's such a big
I feel like
place, though.
Renwell's voice
I
actress
wonder if
recorded
those
her
two
lines
were
at home.
living
The
here
audio
all
sounds
alone
so
until
off.
we rescued that owl.
Huh.
I
Well,
thought no
that's
other
been
owls
happening for
existed.
sure, Goku.
But here they are. And a king and queen by
A
the
lot of
looks
actors
it.
have been building
You
home
never know what other
studios.
ones might be out there until we look for them. It's not like you were searching
Yeah,
the whole
I think
world over
recording
yourself,
booths
right,
are probably, like recording studios,
That's-
they're going to be really
well,
hard
I
hit
mean,
after the
yeah.
pandemic.
I guess you've got a point. Hey, Hoodle.
I mean, it costs, maybe
How
$10,000
about we
bucks,
find more of your friends and tell
to
them
get-
about this place?
like perfect
It
sound
can be a little
at home
side mission on our trip, if that's okay.
or less.
It's fine with me. We'll find as many as we can.
Thank you. Oh,
Rinwell?
it's nothing. Don't mind me.
Yeah, that's
Ready to
the
move on?
age of streaming, right? Like the camera tech and the sound recording tech that everybody has access to was really expensive. I mean, that was a great differentiator. That's why not everybody could have TV shows, 15 years ago. But stuff has just been getting less expensive and more proliferate. You can walk into a drugstore and find all the things that you would need to, get a decent streaming setup at this point. And it's surprising, man. Like, I'm on CNN on a regular basis, and I always get complimented on the setup that I have, and it's the same. It's the same stuff that we were using in the studio. But it's not expensive. It's not cheap. Like our microphone was about $600 or something, and the camera that I used when we bought it was $3,000, and basically the whole setup to do what I've been doing with the gear, except for the computer, apart from the computer, is about, I don't know, $4,000 or something like that. And like, we used to spend $20,000 on a camera that didn't have a lens on it, and mics were extra, and the sun gun was extra, all of that other stuff. So you'd walk away with, and that was in the relatively, TV was getting affordable kind of stage. Prior to that, you'd be looking at, for a good quality Betacam SP or an HD cam camera, you'd be looking close to $100,000 easy. And now people can get stuff that's even better than the stuff that I have for probably like $1,500. It's crazy. Oh, totally, Ninty. Phones are incredible, and if the rumors are true about the iPhone 13, that's going to have depth of field for video content. I'm going to start testing it, because if I can make it, if I can make a fairly decent looking shot. I have done stuff digitally with the iPhone. We've shot lots of stuff with the iPhone. In fact, when Film Fury, when I started working with Johnny, we were shooting on my phone, just to make things a lot easier when we were out in the field. We'd go and see a movie, and I didn't have to pack around a big camera bag with me. But now it looks like iPhone's going after DSLRs in a pretty big way, if the rumors are true. We'll find out soon. Oh my god. I'm just going to be plowing. I don't even know what I can do now. Well, I guess I should look at my my arts. Yeah, I feel like that, like having a decent, because a lot of the tech companies and game companies and stuff like that are having to figure out the ergonomics of people working from home, and obviously individuals have to have excellent internet and stable internet, and they have to have cameras and they have to have microphones. I feel like every one of those people should have a really decent mic and a decent camera and good lighting, because you never know when you're going to need an interview that you're going to be able to use as part of your storytelling around what you're building, whether it's an app or a game or services of some kind. Everybody has the ability to reach people. And frankly, I always wonder why store owners don't do more with that too, like people that own retail stores and franchises. It's like, you have these locations, why don't you use them as a place to set up a decent camera and get yourself going. You'll want to get some increased max AG skills so you can do more moves in a combo. Okay, I'm going to set my new arts. Thank you, Goku. Okay, here we go. So, oh man. So AG1 is sort of the power level, and if I get into AG2, I'm getting into some more devastating things. Okay, we're in the snow, so I want fire. There's wind and water and wind. Kristen Color, yeah, I use the Panasonic GH5, and it's been a really great little workhorse for us, knock on wood. We have a couple of them, and I've got a prime lens on the one that I use in the basement for the rundown and all that stuff. And the prime lens was, I don't know, about $600 or something like that. It's a great little lens, very clean. And I take that out in the field, and I can have a nice shallow depth of field. You have to kind of work with the app and fiddle with stuff to kind of get your lighting and stuff down. And I don't have any filters or anything like that, which I should have when I go back outside. But the GH5 is awesome. It's a few years old now, so you can get them used, probably really affordable. But it has been great. It shoots 4K 60 frames per second if you want to go there. I did test out a couple of reviews at 4K, but I think we're still in a 1080p kind of world for this type of content, I think if I was, like when we do documentaries and stuff like that, we'll shoot in 4K for sure. but this is such immediate type material, news and sort of constant flood of product reviews and stuff. 1080p has been fine. But that 4K inevitability is over the horizon for sure. Let's see, what's this? So let's do that. Let's see what that does. Okay, so all right. Okay. Oh, thank you, Thunderpin. Yeah, I've got it set at 1080p 60, and mostly because a lot of the footage that I cut to, a lot of the game footage is at 60 frames per second. But I know that I could, and I don't spend a lot of time kind of finessing. I've got a lot of auto stuff set on auto, so I don't really, because it's just me, I'm trying to keep my production time down, and I turn everything off, and I don't have it sort of set to, like with meters or anything. I don't use a light meter. So, but there definitely could be a way for me to sweeten everything to make it look even more filmic if I wanted to go that way. But they've been really good, and you know, like I've been using cameras for a long time, and I can't believe that the best camera that our company has owned is the least expensive one. But it's amazing, you know, because when we started, we had a Betacam SP camera that was worth $40,000, and with camera and lens, and it was kind of beat up and used, and then that kind of died, and then we got into DV cam. Panasonic had a format that we went with for a while with smaller tape. It was a DVC Pro. And then we got big into Sony's XD cam. We were shooting HD content early. I think we were the first production company on earth to be shooting HD video game content. And we went to this XD cam format, which was where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go to Pursue Zephyr. So we want to go into the secret passage. So we've come from the forest, right? So let's go back this way. And the XD cam was really cool. It was a Blu-ray format. And it was incredibly beneficial because you could do a couple things. You could skip through the content really quickly on Blu-ray, which sounds so weird, right? Like you throw in a Blu-ray disc. But it was really cool. You could skip through the content really quickly, but you could also ingest that content really quickly, because prior to that we'd been using decks and tapes, and it would take half an hour to put a half-an-hour tape into your computer. It was all real-time, which was very frustrating and slow. And so that added a lot of time to post-production initially, and then we'd have another layer of post-production. We call it offline editing and then online editing. Offline editing was kind of like raw stuff, and then online was all about sweetening it before we would get to delivery. And so it would take a long time to ingest everything so you could rough cut everything, and then it would take a long time to ingest the clips that would go into your edit decision list, which then you would sweeten. And then we switched to Blu-ray, and it would take 5 minutes to ingest a 69-minute Blu-ray, all in HD. So it was cool. It was in addition to EP being around for so long that we were kind of documenting the history of the video game industry, we also were there for a big chunk of the history of the television broadcast industry as well.
You sure showed them.
Which has been really fascinating.
All in a day's work.
And then, over the last several years, it's like, because I've said this before, but we used to go down with, 50 to 100 individual 30-minute Betacam SP tapes to E3, and we'd fill them up with interviews and footage of the expo and all that, and then we'd come back with like a big Santa bag of 50 tapes, that weighed a ton. We'd have to put them through the X-rays at the airports. And then last several years, it's been
Hey, Rinwell!
all on a couple
What are
of
you
SD
doing
cards
here?
that fit into
If
your
this
little
big ice
key
lot you
pocket
here's
in your
up-
jeans.
So you did make it back alive. Man, am I glad to see you safe.
Barely. When we all got separated, I thought...
They're fine. They all got back in one piece. Well, Azugul took a bite out of 2 of our guys, but what matters is you're safe.
Oh, thank you, Thunderpin.
So, you gonna introduce me?
And thank you,
Meet Alphen
me
and
in
Shion. I brought them with me from
Tempe. Yeah, this game
Calaglia.
is awesome. I've been sticking with
Made it to
Alphen.
Calaglia? Wait, this is it? Just the 2 of them? Where's the rest?
Well, it's kind of a long story. It's best if I fill everyone in at once.
Your call, Rinwell. But everyone
Where's
will be
my
dying
go-to
now.
spot for plaid
We better
shirts?
get back
Coco's
as soon as
asking.
we can. Use this passage whenever you need to
Plaid
go
shirts
in or
always
out.
have captured my
Stay
eye
away from the front gate.
at different stores and different cities all the way along. I've got a big collection of them, as you guys probably know. But the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, I found like the Levi's stuff was actually, you think of Levi's for jeans, but they've made some really nice shirts.
How do the Renans
So I've got a bunch of Levi's shirts, button-up shirts that I
Sisloden's
like.
an old city. It's littered with pathways that people have long
I did
walked
have
on.
a
But keep
favorite
your voice down.
plaid
I don't know
shirt
how long
that
this route will
I
stay
wore
hidden.
so much that it fell apart, but it was awesome. You guys must have shirts like that. It was kind of, it was like brown and cream and various shades in that, and it just fit perfectly, and I loved the look of it, and then it fell apart, and I couldn't find the I don't even know where I got it, and I couldn't tell what the label was, and I would search for it on the internet, and I could never find it again. Wow, look at this village.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
So this is Sisloden, capital city of Sislonia.
Be careful.
I still have all my,
You never know where Snake Eyes or
well,
their informants
my
are
favorite
hiding.
of the Kramer-style
You're
shirts from the
basically walking
90s
into
that
Azugul's
I used to
den
wear
here.
on the show. I've got a few of those still. I had to, I sold some? Because I bought a bunch of those at a really cool shop. Remember the Kramer shirts? And some of you are too young to even remember that. Kramer was a super popular character on Seinfeld, and he had all of these 1950s style shirts, and everybody was wearing that kind of thing back then. And I found this awesome shirt store in Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco, and I bought a bunch of their stuff, and I was wearing those shirts all the
There
time.
are shops here?
On a permit basis. As long as people don't get reported on and sent to work the floodlights, economic activity is allowed here.
All this talk about reports and permits. This place really is different from Calaglia.
So everybody's miserable here. Woohoo! Oh, was there a little, is there a little owl? There's something around here. There it is. Okay. Got some shades. Okay. Bring back the Kramer shirts. I'll wait for the next go-around on those styles. It's all cyclical,
You're saying we
guys.
should check the owl forest?
There's been times when I've been in a shop to buy a shirt, and I'll look at the shirt, and I'll pull it down, and I'll say, I have this shirt. I bought this shirt 3 times in my life already. I can't buy this shirt again. And usually it's a plaid shirt. Okay, not welcome there. This is gorgeous, man. This is like Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Dragonbone Thistle Wand.
Rinwell!
Dragon!
Shh! It's good to see you. Who's this?
They're with me.
I like the skinny jeans, Coco. I have skinny legs.
Come on, Menek's waiting. We can talk in there.
But I don't like jeans anymore. I'm just, you know, since the pandemic, it's been amazing to just wear shorts every day. And anytime I've had to put pants on for anything, I've been like,
Menek,
wow, this sucks.
Leader of the Silver Swords. And I wish I could extend my warmest welcome to you all, but if my eyes don't deceive me, you appear to have a Renin in your midst. If she is your prisoner,
I like the skinny jeans and
it's a rather loose leash you have her on.
She's not a prisoner.
the funky running shoes or
So why
trainers.
do I get the feeling there's a
Because it always
rat
reminds
around
me
the
of
house?
what Michael J. Fox
No offense
wore
intended.
in Back to the Future.
See, I've grown comfortable with the likely outcome I'll be stabbed in the back. But stabbed in the front?
We risked our lives just to get here, sir. If you want to send
Oh,
her
I
away,
get that,
fine.
Coco. That's
But
crazy.
you'll lose me too.
I see. Trust isn't about as short supply as light around these parts, and mine more than anyone's. But I'll choose to believe you. Forgive my manners. You must be tired after such an arduous journey. But to business. We need your strength. The Snake Eyes' grip on the city tightens by the day. Our people are suffocating out there. Hence the scouts I sent to find help. We're at the end of our tether here.
That's why we're here, to help. We've got the firepower to do it, too. But first, we've got some urgent business to take care of.
I see. So your leader is in need of rescuing.
It's none of your concern. We get that. But
It's coming to our aid that got you into this mess in the first place. You can count on us. Just as long as you help us with our problem afterwards. If he's been arrested by the Snake Eyes, as you say, then there's a good chance he's being interrogated over at their headquarters. Either that, or he's being put to work over at the Floodlights. First priority is finding out where he is. If you're planning on tagging along, Rinwell will show you the way. Just make sure to keep a low profile. Remember, it's not just the Snake Eyes. Hostiles lurk among the villagers, too. This leader of yours, he must be quite the inspiration for you to go to such lengths for him. I look forward to meeting him someday.
all right, let's head into town and see what the fuss is.
Oh, I have been hurt. Okay, let's sleep for a minute. There we go. Be careful while you're walking around outside. Any bleeding you suffer could mean a fatal loss of body heat. Okay. What do you got for me? Forge a better weapon. Oh, I can do the Gale Wind. Awesome. All right, let's do it. Craft an accessory. I think we're good. Enhance an accessory. Okay.
I always love this.
I don't think I put accessories on here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh man, look at that thing. I didn't even know I had it. Okay. Look, it's a freaking lightsaber. Okay, and then let's go to skill panel. Do I have any more? I have this. Let's see if I got any. No. None of those are open, okay. Oh, cool. Samurai knot. Sure. Oh, yes. Heroic Surf. Oh, this is cool. Okay, let's go to... so this was in all of the special edition DLC stuff that Bandai Namco sent with the code. Super cool. So you don't get this right away. You have to acquire it. I like that. And we are going to do sunglasses. We're going to do this. Why not? Should I do a cattail? That's just weird, right? Oh, man. How dope is that? I only have one wing, though. Oh, no, I have both. Oh, I have all of these little things. That's crazy. A ceremonial wolf tail. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. So it can look like any of the things. Okay. Groovy. Okay, so she's got to have some new... You can put her in a swimsuit. That seems inappropriate. Okay. Girls' school uniforms. That's a cool one. What the hell is that? It's kind of super Bayonetta-like. I do like the Noble Scarlet. I'm going to do this one right here. Oh, wow. That's super cool. Yeah, dope. Okay. We're going to lose the rabbit here. Right? Oh, yes. This is part of the game. Swimming hair. Pigtail beret. With a little owl on it. Inherited coat. She's in her underwear. Okay. Oh, these are more swimsuits. Let's do the owl uniform's pretty cool. Shades are good. I don't know, that's weird to me. And the weapon skin. Okay. All right.
Sound of hammers banging away.
All right, here we go. Look at this thing, man. I feel like the wings just block everything, though. That looks so cool, though. I like the wings, but they're too much. They're too distracting. I had to take them off. I will give him sunglasses, though. Remove. All right, there we go. That's better. All right. Okay, so we're going out here. Okay, where are we going now? It's incredible that people are rallying at hospitals, getting in the way of people trying to go to work and save people's lives. It's incredible. I cannot believe it. I don't think in my whole life I've ever been as disappointed in so many people as I have been these last couple of years.
So that's where those beams of light have been coming from.
Right. Any Danans accused of dissent against Dislodia's lord are rounded up and brought here, then put to work. It's a fierce deterrent.
And you think Zephyr might be in there with them?
I want to see what the lights are all pointing towards. Take us there.
This looks so good. What a great looking game.
Damn, you can see where the floodlights converge from all the way over here.
I want to take a closer look. There's something I need to confirm.
What could possibly be worth the risk of us all getting spotted?
You'll find out when we get there. Everybody walking around looks so depressed.
Can you blame them? They live under the cover of darkness day and night. That's bound to wear you down.
Not to mention all the snake eyes roaming around. Laughing, talking too loud, or just about anything that makes you stand out can get you killed.
So we're trying to get to over there. Okay, so I think we can get there this way. There we go. Ah, Mr. Precision, good to see you. Yeah, it's not maybe not the first thing you think of. You know, there's quite a few different choices out there right now, and Tales seems like it's you know, very specific to an audience or a group out there that digs this franchise. But this is just a hell of a good game. It's just really, really fun, and it's really well made. And it's gorgeous.
Hey!
Well, I appreciate you guys being here, Goku, Mr. Precision, all of you guys. Thanks for joining me. I thought about it, like, I said it yesterday when I streamed a bit, but I love escaping into these things, but sometimes it does feel like, oh my god, I'm alone with this thing forever. I'm just going to be here by myself playing this game forever and ever. And it's totally different when I can stream and chat along with you guys. It goes back and forth. There is quite a bit of VO, but it does go back to written text as well.
Why, you... Huh?
If you want, I can turn everybody into Gandalf. My parents got sent to the floodlights too, you know. They came back in a sorry state. They can't work and put food on the table, so I've got to do what I can to make ends meet. That doesn't mean you can simply...
Why, you?
Then you feed us. Come on, get us some food. I'm waiting. Damn it. Alright, that's it. You prefer walking, but Gandalf is good too.
Sorry.
Oh man, I've done Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken, let's get out of here. We have a realm to save. And Zephyr. Terrible. Your post-battle state after that wolf boss is up there in my top reactions from you of all time, right there when you played Star Wars Squadrons for the first time, and it was it was like you're a little kid. Aw, thanks, Goku. I love games as much as I did when I was a little kid. Nothing has changed there. Except they're more purdy now. Okay, this guy won't let me in. I'm trying to get over there. Alright, here we go. I was doing an impression, so I didn't even read what I was reading, you know what I mean? I did not retain anything. Alright, let's go.
Spirit vessel. I thought as much.
Oh, that's
So
good to
they're
hear,
pumping it full
Coco.
of light.
Never would have checked out this game. Now it's a must-play.
Astral energy. Of course. No wonder this realm's so dark. It's as though there's a pall over the sky even during the day.
Except it isn't dark. Not really. The light's just being diverted.
Diverted?
Suck up all the light, and all that's left over is darkness.
What's the difference?
Darkness exists as an actual element of astral energy, just like light does. Didn't you know that? Let me break it down for you. Astral energy exists as different elements. There's earth, water, fire, and wind, as well as light and darkness. But dark astral energy only exists on Rena, and light astral energy on Dana. So, dark energy isn't harvested as part of the crown contest.
Goku, did you buy a physical copy of the game?
It's the
Like
same
the collector's
reason why
edition,
I
the
can't
whole
wield
thing?
dark energy, and similarly, why no Renans can use light energy either.
The only exception to that rule on the Renan end is likely the Lord
the Iron
who
Mask
has the Light Master Core.
broke.
Whatever the case, it looks like they're collecting light here the same way they were fire back in Galaglia.
It broke after the boss battle that I beat
From what I hear,
yesterday.
there used to be a proper day
You
and
guys
night
got me.
cycle in Dislodia
I got to
ages ago,
Balsef,
but apparently, over the last
and then I
300
played last
years,
night
the darkness
and
spread
got past
from
that.
Disloden and covered the whole realm.
That's crazy. I can't
And then
believe
it
the Renans
cracked.
found a way to
So
steal even our
some
own
big things have
daily
been going
light.
on. Wilden, good to see you.
Shouldn't linger. Let's keep moving before someone spots us.
I feel like Rinwell was always supposed to look like that, right? Yeah, she looks cool in her outfit.
Wandering around blindly is getting us nowhere. The Snake Eyes have the information we need, but we can't just ask for it. So what if we sneak in and take it instead?
I wasn't aware you knew how to be sneaky.
Hey, look over there.
That's Zephyr's son.
That's his son.
Law. I don't know.
So, spoiler alert.
Something doesn't feel
I
right
guess
about all this.
streaming is all
Are you
what?
kidding?
It's
He's
all
practically
spoilers
gift-wrapped
when you're
for us.
streaming. can't
Hey,
really
what
be
are you-
anything other than a big spoiler.
I remember you. What do you want?
Where's your
We
dad?
don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk quietly. Deal?
Make it quick.
She's
Where are
badass.
you keeping Zephyr? We're here to rescue him.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Isn't he your father?
Oh yeah, easy to forget that. After he abandoned me.
Abandoned?
Cold.
It's the truth. All my old man ever cared about was sticking it to the Bright Eyes. He never even made it to Mom's funeral.
So you become an agent for the local lord?
You got a problem with that? You're not exactly one to talk, keeping company with a Renin woman. You think you know her, but wait until she has a choice between you and her people. I may have become an agent for the Renins, but at least I'm here trying to soothe the agony of my people from the inside. What's your excuse?
I don't like this
I
guy.
don't buy it. No. You're running
Insolent.
because you're scared. You think you're the only one who's had to suffer?
What the hell do you know, you...
Oh no!
What the... Damn you!
Word to the wise, people like you make me...
Look, I don't know what happened between you and your father. But what I do know is that when you fought back at the village, he wouldn't raise a hand to strike you. I've never seen Zephyr back down from a fight. But he could never hurt his own son. And when he said he was staying behind, I think it was because he wasn't willing to abandon you. If you know anything, then tell us, please.
I don't know where they're keeping my dad now. All I've heard is that they're going to publicly execute him.
Whoa.
In the plaza in front of headquarters.
Execute?
Thank you. You did the right thing.
Why are you so determined to help my father?
Zephyr is the reason I took up the sword. He taught me how to think for myself. And I want to learn more.
If they're going to execute him in the plaza, then it'll be too dangerous for us to go alone.
I'm gonna take the shades off of Alphen. Remove. There we go. He's badass just like that. Okay.
He should be able to sneak us in.
Sounds good to me. Let's have a chat with him.
So where is Menek? I'm a little bit lost. Talk to Menek. Where might he be? Probably at the big question mark down there. Oh, you can't go in there, right? All right. I don't know. We'll go down the E. Feels very Harry Potterish. Over by the Silver Swords hideout. Let's go back over here.
So, you made it back in one piece. No promising leads unearthed on this end, I'm afraid. It may take a little longer.
We got our own lead, but it's not good. They're planning to execute Zephyr in the plaza in front of the Snake Eyes headquarters. And soon.
They're going to what? I've never known them to move so fast. They must believe he poses a grave threat.
We have to break him out. We could really use your help.
Not gonna be easy, but I'm sure we can think of something. If they're staging it in the plaza, there's bound to be an announcement beforehand. Which means if we can... Snake Eyes! They've got us surrounded!
Damn! I knew we shouldn't have trusted!
Save it! In position, everyone! Repel them!
Use us, Medic. We've got your back.
No. You need to get out of here now. Brinwell, you know what to do.
Underground waterway to the rear. On it.
But...
No discussions. You didn't make it this far for it to end here. We'll be fine.
Here we go.
We just have to buy you a little time. I'll send word later. Now get going already.
Those wings on Shion look so good.
So this passage runs beneath the whole city, huh? Pretty clean for a Danon sewer.
Are you sure it's safe down here, Rinwell?
We're always in the sewers in video games,
It's our
guys.
emergency evacuation route, so it should be.
You sure it's as secret as you think?
We can use this chance to clear the way for Medic and the others when they follow. Let's go. Enemies show up the moment we do. Are we the reason for it?
We can puzzle over it later. We gotta run.
Oh, we don't need to sleep. We're good. Here we go.
Got it.
Attacks an enemy. Magic cancel. Okay, that disturbs astral energy. So I didn't have that, Goku. I think that just happened now.
Will do. Much obliged.
Okay, cool.
Here goes! You're mine! Raging campaign! Gemini Outbreak! Get into the wind! Do it! That's my cue!
Were we fighting some mollusks? Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Goku.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material. So I get that you perform a certain...
I'm not exactly...
We're not gonna have this chat yet, right now. Okay.
Go no further!
Awesome.
This one's gonna be tough. I'm not done.
Okay, so
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right. I should probably use it.
More where that came from!
sweet.
We won that by a mile!
All right, here we go. Oops.
Out of our way!
Here I come. It's over.
Energy dance in the wind!
Take this. Sword Rain Alpha.
Whatever you do, just stay away from the spores!
This one's all mine. Flash. Damn it. Now. Swallow Blade. Mirage.
Oh man, that's great.
Swallow Blade.
May a thousand gales
I'm not done.
So tap, tap, tap.
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Got him.
Barely a blip on our radar.
They do, don't they, Coco? I'm loaded. I have so much galled, whatever they call it. Galled. They're like rabbit scallops. Okay.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Don't mind if I do! I never miss! May a thousand
You
gales
picked the
carry
wrong
us
dice.
through
Wow.
it! One more time! Do it! Vanquish darkness! Lightning orb!
We are very OP right now.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Sparkly things. Gotta go get those sparkly things. Sparkly. Alright.
Right, here goes.
Nolan, good to see you.
I'll blow you to smithereens! Sleep now.
Swallow Blade.
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Swallow Blade. Here I come.
Mega ray! Too much to handle?
Take this.
May a thousand gales
Is this it?
Wow. Oh, done.
I'll bring you back from death to this.
Thank you.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Now, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
Ah, it's a great sense of this rabbit mollusk. It's so dead. There's a great sense of flow when you're playing the with the combat. It's really nice.
Made it.
go. What are you gonna give me? What you got? Forge any new weapons? No. No. Oh, I didn't want to sell. I thought I was in the buy. Okay, here we go. Buy. Can I buy the treat? I sold it. Is there a buyback? Oh, well. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well. Okay, here we go. Boss fight. Let's do it! My audio's still good, guys? Oh, gross.
Looks like we found our mystery resident.
The Snake Eyes must have kept it here in case of intruders.
We can't let it slow us down.
Oh,
Let's
perfect.
finish
Thanks,
it.
Goku.
I wasn't expecting
Look at this
something so
ooze
big.
hive.
They want to make sure we don't leave. Then we'll just have to beat it. For everyone's sake.
Oh.
Take this! Here I come! Swallow blade! Burn it out! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent! Fly! You're mine! Start up!
Freezing storm! Raging cascade! Tornado! Seal! Get on in there with the others! May 1,000 gales carry the threat!
You're finished!
Like a
Where are you going?
light show, this game. It's so beautiful. Ah!
Air thrust! Focus! Lightning condemned! Thunder!
Here I go! Take this!
Searing flame! Reload!
Rising focus!
My dude is so cool.
Eat dirt!
Thank you.
Take this! It's over! Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's a healing arm.
Okay, so tap, tap, tap. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, bringing me back.
Air thrust! Resuscitate punch! Lightning condemned! Seal!
Not done yet!
Cyanide dream!
You're mine!
You got something?
More Sucos?
Keep calm and take
This would have been a great co-op game.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Dance in the wind! Here!
Not done!
Get on
You're mine!
Here, let me help!
Rising focus!
Grenade! Here, if it's in the sky, it's mine! You're mine! Just let the happen! Bullseye! Raging cascade!
You'll pay for that!
Get on!
Shion is down. Uh-oh.
Lightning orb! It's weakened!
This ends now! Infernal
Do it!
Yes!
Say no more.
Oh man, it's gorgeous.
Getting stronger!
Switching up its movements.
Watch out!
Where are you going? Seal! Get on in there with the
No
others!
escape!
Go! I'm only getting the enemies to...
I can't use that.
All out!
This Look sharp, everyone!
Oh no.
Okay, here I go.
Okay.
Sword Blade Alpha! Try not to kill! By the power of water! It's over! By the power of raging cascade! There! Go! It's over! Rising Sun! Gemini Aqua! Soda! Power of water! More incoming! Swallow Blade! Swallow Blade! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Raging cascade!
Super, super powerful, that swallow blade attack.
Infernal Torrent!
Okay, here I go.
It's over!
Where are you going?
Swallow Blade!
Dance in the wind!
Not a chance!
In here!
Sword Blade Alpha!
Crushing this thing.
Swallow Blade! Swallow Blade! You're mine!
Light this up. Oh. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh no. Bring me back. I don't think she can. Oh.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Swallow Blade! Take this!
Doing lots of somersaulting out of the way.
You are in tip-top shape.
Watch out.
Come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Let's talk more Pokemon.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Raging cascades!
Oh, I'm down.
Back into the river! Stockpile! By the power! One at a time! Reinforcements?
You're mine!
Get attacked! Right, watch out!
It's over! Here I come! Swallow Blade! Sword Blade Alpha! Swallow Blade! Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Yes.
Is this it?
Oh, come on now.
Not done yet! Sword Blade Alpha! Infernal Torrent!
I've taken too much damage! Can't be happening!
Stay away from my friend!
Oh,
End here!
I keep dying. Okay. Well, that's why I spent so much money on the life bottles.
You're mine!
Oh,
Can't move!
there we go. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, JBJ. So, Goku, I gotta admit, after I did it, I downloaded all that DLC. That felt way easier and a little less incredible as my last big boss fight when I didn't know I had all of those goodies. So, little word to the wise there. The earned battles, I think, are a little bit more fun.
Bregan? What are you doing
Bump up the
here?
difficulty I can,
Whenever
yeah,
the Snake Eyes
absolutely.
had attacked, I figured you'd probably be headed this way sooner or later. Come on, it won't be long before they sniff us out. We need to find safer ground.
What about the others we left behind?
Minna can handle himself. Have a little faith. Come on, follow me.
Oh, right on. Shelley Duvall. I'm a big fan of your work, too. Nice to see everybody today. I think I'm about 6 hours or so into, 7 hours
I wonder
into
if something happened.
Tales of Arise on the PlayStation 5. Okay, so what's happening? There's something going on. So many colors, right? It's gorgeous. Beautiful game. I am enjoying WarioWare quite a bit there, JBJ. I'll be playing a little bit more of that, and I'll be talking about it either tomorrow or Tuesday.
You can never be too careful these days. We even keep some of them secret from each other. So long as you don't let anyone tail you, you're welcome to use them as you please.
It's a good fit on the Switch, that game.
So what's our plan of action?
We're still going to rescue Zephyr, right?
That goes without saying. If only we knew where he was, we could...
Hey! You're gonna want to see this!
Found guilty of all charges. The Calaglian dissident will forthwith be executed in witness of His Excellency Lord Ganabelt. Clause 2 of the Special Curfew Act has been initiated with immediate effect throughout the realm. All Danans not involved in special duties or corrective labor must remain indoors until further notice and watch the execution broadcast.
Whoa, that's the first TV that we're seeing in the game.
Found in breach of this protocol will be arrested as dissidents. This is a direct order. Repeat, this is a
Do you think they're
public
talking about your
announcement.
friend?
But Law said... I thought we had days, not hours.
Looks like it's been brought forward.
This has spaceships, this game in it. This game has spaceships in it. Let me put that into a proper sentence right there.
Leave now. Zephyr's going to be murdered.
Alphen, we've got to go. The clock's ticking.
They've all got to go some way, I guess.
Thunderpin, yeah, I'm going to be streaming a little bit more for sure.
We might be able to
I'm going to stream some NBA 2K22.
Good idea. Let's go. We have to get to the plaza.
There's one or two others, I think.
What's going on? Why did the execution get moved up?
Calm down. We don't know enough to say what's going on here.
Okay, we need to heal, and we need to do
Got
some
no way of
shopping.
knowing what happened to Menek and the others. Damn it.
Sure. Okay,
Hey, Zephyr
let's,
and the others will be okay. Right?
oh, I'm not going all the way to hard. I'll go to moderate. There we go.
Let's just get to
Okay.
the plaza and fast.
And actually, I'm going to save it. Oh, I played 9 hours. Okay. I've been digging in. Goodies.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
I need to buy a few more life bottles and some orange gel as well, if they have it. Oh, Life is Strange is, yes, that's right. That is another one that I can do, absolutely. Yes, I'd love to stream that with you guys. Does that sound cool? Thanks for reminding me, Kristen Color. I've received a ton of different titles over the last few days. Trying to keep them all straight. Alright, let's go. Oh, I was just here. I don't know where I'm going. Hopefully I'll find another store before I get there. Okay, you guys, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. You can watch the snow. Now I can concentrate a little bit more. How do you drown a hipster in the mainstream? All right, you guys are telling jokes while I've been away. All right, here we go. Where am I? I think I'm going to the main square now. What did Jay-Z call his girlfriend before getting married? Fiance. Those are incredible, Coco. Alright, I don't want to get arrested. So I'm going into the alley. Here we go. Alright, here we go.
Is the execution in there?
Hey, you lot!
What is a stripper's favorite computer part?
Uh-oh. Now what?
Doesn't seem like there's any other way in.
It's a flash
Fight
drive.
our way
Okay.
through.
Wait, I recognize them. They were with the dissident.
No choice then.
Look sharp, everyone!
Zephyr's still okay, isn't he?
The sooner we take care of these guys, the sooner we can rescue him.
If you have time to talk, maybe you could focus on the
Oh,
task
man.
at hand?
How about you stop telling us what to do?
Fall back! Take this!
You're the main surrender!
Try this!
An astral force?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
This one's mine!
Swirl blade!
Sealed!
Here I come! Ignite!
Lightning strike! A freezing storm! Too much to handle?
Swirl blade!
Ice tornado!
You're mine!
Look at how badass my team is.
Damn, there's just no end to these guys. Zephyr!
Attention, citizens, subjects, and slaves of Cyslodia. I, Lord Ganabelt Valkyris, do formally open these proceedings. Behold! The brazen worm who would dare threaten the peace and order of our fair city.
That guy's gonna die.
As if his scheme weren't foolish enough, he then made the mistake.
Zephyr's
of thinking
ear
hide it.
is a conversation piece.
Take heed, Danans, and engrave this edict into your souls. Such fools' right to life in Cyslodia shall be forfeit. Now, Bennett, you should listen carefully. Before my final verdict, I am prepared to offer.
I like that. It almost looks like paint strokes in the character designs.
Where are your comrades? Give them up before those.
There's like a true anime vibe all the way through this.
Fine time I have. If you're so tremendously determined to suffer for the sake of your allies, then I will see to it that you do.
Oh! Are we losing him?
Feeling the urge to tell everyone yet?
Just what?
They're gonna go all HBO on us?
First, tell the people about the mistakes you made. Then, the whereabouts of your friends.
Mistakes, huh? Where to start? I've made so many in my life that I've lost count. All my life I've had to fight, but I have known nothing but loss. I was so caught up in the struggle to survive in this world that I ended up neglecting my own family. I have lost so many good friends. I even lost my wife and my son. I'll never be able to fix these mistakes, not a single one.
It sounds to me as if the greatest mistake of your life was never learning to stay down when you were beaten.
A good man once told me if I take up this fight, I'd have to pay a price. Turns out he was right. After all, the very people and things I was fighting to protect the most were payment.
Don't let his head get chopped off.
I don't regret keeping up the fight for a second. But still, not a single day goes by when I do not think about what I have lost. Not telling others how much they truly meant to me before it was too late. That is your answer. That's the greatest mistake of my life. Do yourselves a favor and never become like me.
Oh my god, are they gonna kill him?
Don't continue to make the same mistakes.
They gotta save Zephyr, come on.
Ask yourself what it is you couldn't bear to lose. What do you want to protect with all of your might? Then hold on and never let go!
That's quite enough.
Listen to that voice deep inside of you! Together, no wall can hold you back! And the same goes for the ones the Lord made you build inside your own hearts!
Oh. Get him! Yes! There we go!
still hanging in there, Dad?
Oh, you saved me.
Damn you. I've been such an idiot.
My son, I need to...
Now's not exactly the best time to catch up. There's still a lord in need of beating.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So you're the son, are you?
Taking their sweet time.
I thought I'd order for you
Who's
to be
Bryce
relieved of your
Pappenbrook?
duties until all this
JBJ.
was over. I'll see to it the person at fault is reprimanded appropriately.
What?
Oh, well. You've served your purpose more excellently than anyone could have hoped.
Okay, awesome. So Bryce Pappenbrook is
If
the
it
kid?
isn't the infamous Alphen of Calaglia. And he's joined by his fellow conspirators.
Tales of Grace's
the likes
F,
Of Traitor,
okay.
a Danon witch.
They're not conspirators. They're friends.
Look at that. That is a team right there. That is my Avengers.
Not alone.
Oh, Minnick! You finally made it!
Your reign is over right now. You hear me, Cannibals?
This is a great game, JBJ. This is a game that crosses, you know, I sort of tastes.
I was hoping to drag this out.
I don't think you need to be a big JRPG fan to get a lot out of this one. It's really well made. Oh, he's gone. Oh, Goku, thanks for keeping quiet about all this.
So the Master Cores react to each other, I see.
Oh, man. This is the game to bring Tails into the mainstream. Absolutely,
You can
Goku.
drop the act. It's over.
All this time, it was really you?
Every second.
I knew he was evil.
You stand before the Lord of Cyslodia, Ganabelt Valkyrus in the flesh.
You mean a Renin Lord's been leading the Danon resistance?
You're not the only one skilled in the art of deception, you know. A mere side vocation in my own case, but sufficient in bringing the blazing sword of Calaglia to my doorstep.
All of this was just to get to me?
It's so epic, this game. It's crazy. It's so
That's a special
beautiful.
poison. Ordinary healing arts will do you no good.
The art direction is just stunning in this
You'll
game.
all be dead soon.
Alright, here we go. Let's go kick some ass.
We need to hurry. Otherwise,
For Zephyr!
Alphen?
I am not doing any damage. I didn't read that at all. Mystic Arts when an over limit. Okay, Mystic Art. Once you no longer be an over limit status. Okay, I've stuff to learn on the go, guys. It's like more stuff to know. There is a lot going on in this game. So this guy is breaking my attacks every time. Okay, so let's. There we go. Why am I not hurting them at all? This guy's gotta go. They're not getting hurt at all. What's happening? Are they on my team or something? Okay, what's this guy? Can I get him? Okay, while in over limit, after landing an arc, press and hold 2. Okay, I see. I'm supposed to hold 2 of the buttons. Teaching me. Understood. Okay.
Coming through.
Okay. Whoa! This is insane.
Scarlet Inferno.
It's incredible.
Damn it! They got us.
So beautiful.
And all while we're on the defensive.
Dad! Dad, come on! Stay with me!
No, thanks, Goku.
All this trouble to buy
Oh,
yourself a few extra
Zephyr's not dead yet.
seconds before you
Okay, all right.
die.
You bastard.
I love that you're here, man. You're my assist. You're totally helping me play this game. I love it. You're my ride or die, buddy. I love it.
They fled. They'll be back, though. Draw up a welcome
They
party.
did a Batman smoke grenade and disappeared. I love that. Awesome. Now, I can't remember I've played so many JRPGs, I can't remember the exact game style of the Tales games, but is this analogous to previous Tales games? Does it feel like that same kind of flow? Because this is so good, I want to go back and play some of the old ones now.
If we did lose them, they'll be after us soon enough.
Oh, okay, cool.
Besides, we have Zephyr to worry about. The
So I
sooner we
have
get back to the
Vesperia. I
safe
guess I
house, the
should go
better.
back and play that one. I don't have it on the Switch, though. I have it on the PC. As if I can go back and play anything in the past right now. It's the game Avalanche.
Quick.
I've got a ton of reviews headed your way, you guys. I'll get to every game as soon as I can, but, you know, every game is going to take me time. A little bit of time. The older ones are better in terms of the battle systems. Oh, interesting. Because they're multiplayer, right? And this one is not multiplayer.
Dad, please, open your eyes!
I'm sorry. I can't stop the poison's advance.
Thank you.
Zephyr!
He's still there.
Struggles in your hands now. Oh. Are you there, my son?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, Dad. Please just...
Oh. I can't see you. Are you there?
Well, that's what we used to have, Coco. And I think about doing something like that, but and I know that there are some outlets that do that. They kind of share the games with a bunch of people, but I have been an employer for a long time, and I don't want to start down that road. I want to be able to pay people if they're going to work on EP content. It's just a cleaner way to do business. And I don't have the budgets to be able to do that right now. But yes, I mean, ideally, I have more people.
I had a feeling we might have a rat among us. But to be Menach of all people.
So what do we do now?
Yeah, it's a slippery slope when... I don't think people should be doing that. I think people should
You have to know that Ganabelt will be
be
expecting
paid for their work.
This is all an
But
obvious
the business
trap.
is very different now than
Damn if it is! There's no way I'm
at
letting
almost
that
every
bastard get away with this.
time in my whole career, you know? Like, media is very, very different.
Mess with the wrong people.
Alphen, you
Which
can't
is an
just...
opportunity, let's
Weren't
be
you the
frank.
one who said you wanted to
But-
take on the Lords? Or would you rather go back to Calaglia?
I won't allow you to put words in my mouth. All I'm saying is we shouldn't rush things.
I don't need any of you coming along. The score is mine to settle.
You're not the only one who wants to avenge Zephyr's death.
He's right. Besides, if we don't take him on right now, we may never get another opportunity.
Can't see you behind the wings. I'm gonna get rid of the wings. They're awesome, but they're all over the damn place.
We can't afford to make any mistakes.
Are you really sure? You can ask us again after we've defeated the Lord.
Please, allow me to help you as well. Think of it as an apology for getting you into this whole mess. It's the least I can do. Feel free to use anything in here you might need.
Aren't you worried about getting ambushed?
Impossible. I built this hideout with my own 2 hands, Medic. No Ganabelt doesn't know it exists.
No, I'll think about that, Coco.
Time to avenge Sephiroth.
I mean, I like where your head's at. So Law's on the team. Okay. Let's get some life bottles. Can't get any of the orange gel. The orange gel's very... Oh, this is new. Everybody's really depressed. It's very dramatic music. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so... Ooh, attack plus 50. Definitely want that. All right. So now I have all 4 characters. This should be interesting when we're in battle. Okay, cool. Let's save. And let's heal. And the vegetable, no, the porridge was great.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
All right, here we go. What is EDH 420 is rating with a party of 2? What does that mean? I'm a Twitch noob, you guys. What the heck does that mean?
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, EDH. You rock. We'll handle it. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool.
Right.
So if I wrap up my stream, I can send them to Foobs, that kind of thing? I don't even know how to do any of that. All right. Okay. So. All right. It's under Stream Manager. Okay, that's cool. All right. Okay. But you have to do it while you're streaming. Now wait, I'm in the Twitch app right now because I'm reading but I'm streaming right off of the Xbox or the PlayStation. I'm keeping it nice and simple for myself. But can I go to the Stream Manager while I'm? I think I can, right? Yes, I can. So and then I can send. So right at the end of my stream, okay. That's so cool. And so what do? I click on somebody. I don't even know. Oh, I see, okay. Okay, I'll figure this stuff out, you guys. Okay, cool. So right at the end, okay. I'll learn the ways of the Twitch. I'm still learning YouTube. I've been on YouTube pretty consistently since we wrapped up on TV at the end of 2015. So basically, January 2016, I went on a junket thing for Ubisoft to take a look at the First Division game, and I went solo. First time I'd ever really gone on a press thing without a camera operator. And I just took my iPhone and shot some interviews, and then I cut that, stuck it up on our YouTube channel, and people started talking about it all over the internet. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess people will watch our stuff. And so we just started making YouTube vids. All right, here we go. Look at this! Dope. This guy trying to run away? You cannot run.
Looks like we won.
He's on a podcast. That's so cool. Foobs is on a podcast right now. I got to get him back on EP soon. Okay, so I think I just came from there. I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Battle. Head to Revile Prison Tower from the plaza. Okay. I think that's where we want to go, right? Okay. Which is probably there. Okay. Not the snow plains. So I think we want to go here, don't we? Okay. No, we're going to go this way. Cannot. Still locked up.
Hi, Hoodle.
Hi, Hoodle.
I never miss.
Goku, how do I activate the overcharge or whatever on my arts? How does that happen?
Really make weapons with this?
How do you activate the overcharge on the arts? Like that extra meter. I don't know how it popped up. Is it just through combat? Just through timing things properly? This is so fun. Get him! Oh, he's dead.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, go into overlimit when you take enough damage. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So Foobs is on his game show there. Yeah, just through combat naturally, but you can get skills that help you go into overlimit faster. Gotcha. Okay. All right, you bozos are going down. Does the full game on PS5 have HDR? I believe so. Let's see, I'm watching... Yeah, I'm in HDR right now. It's been running in HDR the whole time. I guess it doesn't stream with HDR though, does it? Blue Mystic Ninja is here, hello! Unleashes a forceful blow topped by a Zephyr, effective on armored enemies equipped with such protection as shells and shields and breakthrough. Okay, here we go. So what are we doing here? Law's boost attack.
You mean you can get past that shield?
Just let him do his
Go. Oh, he's awesome. There is like a whole strategy element to this, which is great. Okay, Law's boost attack. When enemies with shields, shells, and other hard armor emerge, send in Law. Normally attacks and such defenses from the front will be blocked, but you can use Law's boost attack to destroy their armor and expose them.
Shut him down. Swallow blade. Swallow blade.
Oh, yes. We're such a badass group. Blue Mystic Ninja, what is that little diamond thing? That's super cool. What the heck is that? Unless maybe you can only see the HDR on stream with an HDR screen. Bits. Is that like a super chat from YouTube? Thank you. Oh, that's dope. That's super cool. Thank you. That's a pretty fancy little animation there. Bits are super chats. Okay, cool. That is awesome. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for being here, and thank you, Blue Mystic Ninja. You were the best.
Seems about right to me.
All right, here we go.
This is a Renin castle. You think they were in the habit of letting a Danon like me inside?
I think somebody sent me bits before,
The astral
but I
energy's
didn't.
off the scale. Almost like it's pressing down on me.
I am a noob. I don't even know what the hell
whole
these things
castle
are.
must be
So.
brimming with it.
Starting to get it.
It'll get stronger the deeper we go.
And must be the
Such a
spirit vessel. You can bet anything it's pulsing with
I just make it the content. I don't know how to do all of these things. I have pinged Twitch though to see about the subscription button. I don't know why we don't have a subscription button on the channel. It's a good outfit for Shion, isn't it, Goku? Is that how you have your Shion all set up? Okay, we're getting to the elevator. We're gonna need a key. It's like giant butterfly wings. Okay, cool. Do you have the ivy in her hair and the whole thing? What the heck is this? Okay. Okay. I was reading the chat. I don't know what the hell I got to do, but something tells me I got to go find a key. All right, here we go. It's locked. All right. All right, we're screwed. I guess that's the end of the game. Credits. Okay, let's go over here. Let's do this. There we go. Whoa. It's episode 1.
This is...
Now, I put in some emojis. I don't know, how do you see the emojis? I put in, or some animated tiny little GIFs.
Got it.
Do you guys see them? I don't know how you access them. I don't know. I put in some EP logos and things like that. Oh, and Shigeru Miyamoto was animated. Okay, Law's fists can be used to break down walls that block the path. To do so, approach a wall and press to spend CP to destroy it. Okay. Tear it down. Oh, Law rocks. I see why they held him back a little bit. Why did I lose 10 cure points for that? And why are these guys running away from me? Oh, I see, right. I gotta go to them. I like Alphen. I can see why you'd want to main him. He's his father's son. Oh man. They're all so badass. Abort!
I can feel my power growing.
Oh, that's how. Oh, okay. They're just the EPN rundown reviews and rundown logos. Okay, gotcha. So you have to buy bits in order to access those things. Okay. I put animated things up too.
Do you always have to say an incantation before you cast an art?
Yeah.
Oh.
It takes time to complete.
What happens if someone interrupts you while you're in the middle of chanting?
Then I have to start over from the beginning. As soon as my concentration breaks, any astral energy I've accumulated disperses.
Got it. So once you start reciting, that's our cue to make sure that no enemies can get near enough.
Goku, does all of the
yeah, that would be appreciated.
the lore on the
I do have one fun trick
attacks and the arts and all that, is it kind of the same from Tails game to Tails game? Do they kind of work the same?
Casting it right away.
So once the astral energy's in place, you can choose to set it off whenever you want?
It's amazing how immediate the chat is. I'm really impressed with that on Twitch. It's not like that on YouTube.
I'm sure it'll come in handy sooner or later.
Okay. So if you've ever played a Tails game before, or you're a fan of Tails, because I have played them before, but I mean, Sometimes the games blur together a little bit, guys. Can't lie. I've played a lot of games. But if you're a fan of Tales, you're familiar with Tales, this is like an easy onboard.
Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Oh, that's so cool.
An opponent like this should be easy.
And I have played Star Ocean. I just wasn't, I mean, part of the challenge, I talk about this all the time, being a reviewer, is like you review the game and then you're like, you move on. It's like, okay, next, bring it up. So I never really have time to like soak up the lore and, you know, unless it's a game that stops me cold, like an Uncharted or Breath of the Wild or something like that. That's usually like, did I enjoy this? What are the features? What are the aspects about it? How did I feel playing it? How did it look? How did it sound? How did it control? And then I move on to the next thing. So I don't always have time to like figure out how everything is interconnected and correlated and all of the philosophies behind the designs, and but that's super cool. So this is a franchise that I've played many times before, but this is the one where I'm like, holy shit, this is a real deal. This is a great game. I guess there's something to be said with, you know, having the tech to make art that looks this good. This is a stop traffic type role-playing game for me. This is a great game. Boobs is kicking butt on this game show. What's he doing? Is he playing or is he chatting? What's he doing? I think I just came from here. Star-Lord is back. Good to see you. Yeah, that was the front entrance. Okay, let's go back. Southern Block. So they respawn if you close the door. Gotcha. So I am going to switch to Law. So I'm playing as Law now. Oh, I'm just following Law. I'm not playing as him. Well, I am. Yes, okay, I am.
There's always room for improvement.
How's it going, Kolodash?
No choice. Let your head King! I really owe you one.
Man, this group is incredible.
Everyone's still in one piece?
Oh, and I can take the, Cool. Take it easy, JBJ. Have a good day, my friend.
Looks completely different from Balsar's.
Every lord has their tastes. Whether this really suits
Loving it.
fun and sensibility
Loving this
is
game,
another
Kolodash.
matter altogether.
Let the marksman handle this. Oh, my lord! I never miss.
No evil can stand up to these.
Astral energy.
Wow. Oh my god, that's so good. You're so doomed if you're up against all four of us. That's great.
Right, here goes! Engaging!
Here's a healing art. Fire support.
get?
Wow.
Look sharp.
Whoa, man. So rad.
We managed to pull through.
Take that. We got the room key. Okay. Apple gel. That guy just wants to chat. Okay. What you got for me?
Hey! Yes!
Oh yeah, absolutely Ninty fan. I remember coming away very entertained from seeing Spidey 3 on the big screen. There's some cheese in it, but there was a lot of very cool stuff in it. I loved Sandman in that movie too. Sandman rocked. Spider-Man 2 is a masterpiece. The Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2, just awesome. Okay, so we want this, right? No. Okay. All right.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Ooh.
Summer's too strong. Split it open. Be my guest.
May 1,000 gales rise to the ring. Here's a healing art. I never miss.
Okay, here we go.
Astral energy.
Nice. Wow. So how do I?
Astral energy.
Say no more.
That's awesome.
Fighting in this state isn't advisable.
Okay, here we go. I have no CP, I know. Where do I go? Is there nowhere to get cured up? I don't think I have any of the items. Let's see. Oh, I have some orange gel. Okay. Is that it? There's exactly the same. Oh, that's cool. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, let's see how we do.
Here, let me help. I'll crush you!
Nice.
Tenebrous claw!
Wow.
Here's the Astral energy!
Say no more.
Well, we got those guys. That was fun. Okay. Is there no healing area? Okay, let's see.
Looks like they're more for decorative purposes than actual combat.
Does it matter? We've got a job to do.
Wait, this isn't Renan. It's Danon.
Really?
And not just this one.
Right
either.
before boss fights, there's a heal portal. Okay,
It's
cool.
all Danon gear.
What's Danon equipment doing on display inside a Renan castle?
Ask around later if you're so interested. But for now, we've got more pressing matters to attend to, remember?
Here we go. Things are about to get real now. Press the button.
Did this open the door?
We still don't know how to activate the elevator. We'll just have to see what we can figure out.
That bastard, giving us the runaround.
It's a keyhole, okay. So we gotta go back to the elevator. Okay, so we have to go through here.
No choice. For my lord!
I can carve through walls with my steel!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Not away!
We're not finished! Sword Rain Alpha!
Now started! I never finished!
Take this! Swirl Blade! Get right! That's right, this! Infernal Torrent!
Got him.
I'm practically
Trashed him.
They keep a Zuga locked up down here?
Whoa.
Why?
I've heard rumors that they feed prisoners to one instead of executing them. Do you think...
Stop it!
Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna open this and they're gonna come alive.
Little help!
I know video games.
Here I go! It's over! I'm all stopped up! Now I've seen everything!
We got fire!
Oh, it's amazing.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Goodbye.
Here, let me help!
A little bit.
It's over!
It's so fun. Great. Every battle is a really good time. I can't remember another JRPG that I can say that in.
I'm reaching my limit, you guys.
Damn. Guess we better be extra careful.
What's this doing here?
What's down there? Okay, that was where the big dog is, okay. Alright. Alright then. So let's see what's over here. Grab that. Sure could use some orange gel. Like reams of it. There we go. Alright, some apple gel. Alright.
Here goes! More for the stockpile.
Felt fine not too long ago.
More with that
Slide my shot!
Here goes!
I'll run you through!
Not on my watch.
You're mine! This one's all mine! Rising Summit! Slide!
In here.
Eat
Hear
this!
me. Flame of fury. Burning
Sword Rain
fire.
Alpha!
Rise and wet. This one's
Magic
mine.
is
Here I come!
Holy crap.
I've used
Fierce.
a bit too much healing.
Does this look like an elevator key to you guys?
Only one way to find out.
Alright, so
Let's go.
we're gonna go back and the big dog's gonna come. And then I gotta get past the big dog. Okay, no, he's fine. Alright. Let's go to the elevator key. Go to the elevator. There we go. Oh, that's cool.
Do you sense one of your friends, Noodle?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Rising Falcon! Try this!
Raging Dragon.
Here I come!
Achilles' armor's too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest! And more than I'll burn out! Slap the duck!
An astral oyster?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! You're mine!
Armor won't save you.
Nice.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Wow.
I need to be stronger.
So where's the little baby owl? Where is it? Let's see it up there. Must be in here somewhere. Where's the owl? Nope. Sorry, I'm looking for an owl, but I don't see it anywhere. All right. No orange. Oh well.
Are you
Oops.
still?
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to anticipate the battle and pressing the buttons too soon.
This one's mine.
Got him. Okay.
I can feel my power growing.
Okay. I think I don't know where I came from. Came from here, right? Yep, okay. Okay. Alright, here we go.
I can shatter any steel! Flying freak! Why can't they take it still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! A new Armor roll will save you!
Abort!
I've used a bit too much healing.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Hi, Hoodle!
I see one, eh? Slash! Sword Rain Alpha!
Blazing Burn!
Rising Falcon! We're not finished!
I'll crush you!
Yes!
Lightning reflexes!
This is amazing.
Lightning Step! Astral energy!
Oh, you're so doomed!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
That was great. Loaded. So I need some CP so I can get in there, so let me see if I can get it over here. Oop.
I won't forgive you! Your wings won't save you from me!
It got fired!
Uh-oh.
Let a marksman handle
All yours!
I never miss!
I'm on here! You're done! You're finished! Swirl Blade!
More for the stockpile!
Blow away! Here I come!
Gotcha.
We won.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Here we go!
Now you see what I can do!
We're not finished! Release!
I'll crush you! Lightning Tenebrous Claw! One deadly strike, just as ordered.
What does pineapple gel do? Probably heals my whole thing, right? 60%. Okay. Alright, let's go back here. So this. And let's go back over here.
Now we can keep moving.
Don't overdo it, Law.
Let's go back to this guy. Let's see what this one does it. Not does.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Come on, Law. Break them down. There we go.
Now I'm in trouble. I'll crush you!
There we go.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Oh, he's a badass. Oh, this red guy's tough, though.
It's over! I'll run you through! Swallow blade! Now you see what I can do! Take this! Slide! Swallow blade! Swallow blade! Slide! You're my... Swallow blade! Things come to an end! Eat this! Take it!
Oh, this guy's tough.
I can't heal you forever. Feel. This ends now.
There we go. Nice.
There's always room for improvement.
All right. So what we got here?
You think the elevator's activated now?
Should be. Let's check and find out.
We're coming for you, Janabelt.
Got my treat. There it is. Devil horns.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
There we go. Here we go. Wow! What the hell was... I'm a Rising Phoenix? That was amazing. I'm pulling off stuff I don't even know how I'm doing it. There we go. Kick ass. Awesome. They should just make it like a true Tails fighting game. Work with Arc systems. Put all these characters into it. Oh. Man, that guy's tough. They did. Tails of Versus. Goku is the Tails expert. I may have reviewed that. Do it! Yes! Look at that!
Knowing when we're in
so pretty.
Is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard. Just a little farther.
What was he playing? Goku.
Coming for you. Get a belt.
Madden? You sense a mysterious power. Touch it. Okay, boss fight, guys. Okay, I'm gonna just breeze through this boss fight, and then that's gonna be it for the stream. It's gonna be easy, right, Goku? No problem on this one. I got it. Here we go. I'm doomed.
It's about time. I was beginning to worry you jumped ship like the rats you are.
You're not so fortunate. We're here to end you. To liberate Cyslodia. To avenge Zephyr.
You talk big, but don't you think you're forgetting something? Of your precious resistance groups, whether the Silver Swords or any others.
Indignation.
Dealt a blow to Renan domination. In each and every realm, the story is the same. Until you who wields the blazing sword of Calaglia are different.
News of Balsef's defeat really took the wind out of your sails.
That brute? A bad case of brawn over brain. Certainly no loss to me. Still, even the smallest of sparks can grow into an inferno. I must give precedence to the task at hand, extinguishing you. Snuffing out your fire before it spreads across the 5 realms.
No. It can't be.
Grinwell?
Nothing. I'm fine.
Ganabelt Valkyrus, Lord of Cislodia,
I'm so doomed.
accept your challenge. Come and meet your death.
All right.
You did to my father.
The feisty mouth wishes to bite the hand that feeds, does he?
I never wanted to serve you. I had no choice. Go away.
It's over. Get lost.
Eat this.
Law, you alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Just let you all down.
Stay away from my friend!
Wow.
Leave this to me. I'll take him down.
Oh, what's happened to me? There it is. Wow.
This one's mine.
Armor won't save me.
I think not.
Wow. God, this game is amazing.
Everyone, focus your attack.
Pay for what you did.
So are we doing anything to him? He's just standing there.
Here, let me help.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, Jesus. He's just taking all of this abuse. He's just standing there. Yes! Yes!
The despair.
He's channeling astral energy.
Damn it! Can't get any closer.
If this keeps up,
Not today. Who am you not with the abyss?
Wow. I don't even know what the hell's going on. There's so many pretty colors. It's like I'm fighting Mysterio in Far From Home. Pretty sure he's just yelling slut, slut, slut. Indignation! Holy Christ! What the hell happened? Everybody's dead. Dead.
If we take another assault from that arc, we're done.
I can't bring her back though. Oh, she's got one. Okay, there you go.
That mirage he creates. It can channel all of his energy.
Then I guess we gotta get in quick and hit him hard.
I'm dead again. Holy mackerel. Okay.
Shut him down.
So we got him. Damn it, I'm dead again. Just burning through these suckers. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's it.
Just getting started.
Uh-oh.
Where are you going?
Gonna call out some bad guys or something. What do we got here? Apples. I've used all my stuff. Hit it, yes! I had so much stuff.
Aren't you helping me? What? I thought I was. I'm not talking to you. Then who? Sorry.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Doomed.
Here we go again. Strike down these fools.
Oh no. Rage Lacer. Oh, that's it. Oh. Oh, that was, oh, I used the treat. Okay, I used every damn thing. Okay, I think that's good. That's good for today. That was another 3 hours of Tales of Arise. I understand this game. Not everything, but I sure love it. The joy, I thought you were a pro gamer. Well, I play games professionally, but I don't compete. That was so fun. God, you guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me today. I will stream again some more this week, and I'll have reviews soon. I'll probably have a first thoughts vid on this, but holy crap, it's fun, right? Thank you especially to Goku for all the help with this. You are the best. Thank you. See you guys soon, and thank you for the bits, Blue Mystic Ninja. You rock. See you guys. Until then, play forever.